Hello and welcome to your transformations review. The first thing we're going to take a look at is a translation. A translation is a slide of the image across the graph. And this triangle, it says triangle AJI, and so we're going to translate it 3 units to the right and 4 units down. So when you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take each one of these points and you're going to do exactly what it says. So for A, we're going to go 3 units to the right, and then we're going to go 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the new A, or A prime, is going to go right there. You do not need to write the highlighted red. And so we do the same thing for J. We're going to go 3 units to the right and 4 units down. And the new I is going to go right there. We call it I prime. Same thing for J. We go 3 units right and 4 units down. So 2, 4. And so the new J goes right here. We call it J prime. Again, it's not necessarily to write this stuff in red. So once you have your points where they need to go, you're going to connect your dots. And what should happen is you have the exact same shape that has just been slid across the graph. That is a translation. We're now going to take a look at a rotation. This says a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. And so the first thing that you're going to do is use your wax paper. You're going to copy the origin, and we're going to use a different color because the black sticks out too much. So we're going to copy the origin, and we're also going to copy the corners. And then something else I like to do, that one's not quite there, is to just put the points. Like, I don't need the whole shape, so I'm going to put a dot for J, put a dot for K, and a dot for V. I'm also going to label them V, K, and J. And then once I have that done, it says a 90-degree clockwise rotation. So I'm going to take my wax paper and I'm going to turn it one time so that it lines back up with the origin. And the corners line back up as well. And so once I have that done, I should have the shape in the new spot. So then I'm going to lift up my wax paper and say, okay, the new J goes right there. And I'm going to label it J prime. The new K goes right there, and I'm going to label it K prime. The new V goes right there, and I'm going to label it V prime. All of this stuff in red, it should be on your wax paper, and when you lift it away, it should disappear. Make sure you connect your points. Use a ruler if necessary. So that should look like the exact same shape, but it's turned around the graph. And so just remember that this is clockwise and this is counterclockwise. All right, now it's time to take a look at a reflection. The first thing you have to do for reflections is identify the reflection line. And so what I do is I say, okay, well, T is 1 away. So that means on the other side, I'm going to have to go 1 away. So the new T is going to go right there. I'm going to call it T prime. And then I do the exact same thing Again, this stuff's not going to be here because it's just something that we're doing in our head. And so we do the same thing for G. It's 3 away. So then I go on the other side and I go 3 away. And so the new G gets called G prime, and it goes right there. And then I do the exact same thing for B. It's 3 away. And I go 3 away on the other side. And so this is where the new B prime goes. This stuff is not there. And then we just connect our points. And we should have the same shape just flipped over. Let's take a look at dilations. For dilations, the easiest way to do this is to write down the order pair. So D is at 1, 1. F is at 0, 0. And E is at -3, 2. It says a scale factor of 2, so I'm going to go through and multiply everything by 2. So 2 times 1 is 2, times 1 again is 2. 2 times -3 is -6. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. And so my new points for D is going to be at 2, 2. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to put that down at 2, 2. So right here is the new D. And then for F, F actually stayed in the exact same location at 0, 0. So F, but make sure you put the prime sign. But E did move its location to -6, 4. And so it is right there, and that's E prime. And then connect them. And what should happen is you should have the exact similar looking shape. It's not congruent. It's similar but bigger because our scale factor was greater than 1. Now looking at a scale factor that is less than 1, you're going to do the same thing except for D it is at 3, 3. And for E it is at -3, -6. And for F, it is at -6, 9. And so the first thing I'm going to do is look at the scale factor and find out, okay, it's 1/3. That means when it's a fraction, I can divide by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. -3 divided by 3 is -1. -6 divided by 3 is -2. -6 divided by 3 is -2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And so then I just go back through and I plot these new points. So the new D is at 1, 1. So we'll put D here at 1, 1. The new E is at -1, -2. And the new F is at -2, 3. So -2, 3 is here. Connect them. And you have your new shape. Notice how when it is a fraction, the shape got smaller, and when it was a whole number, the shape got bigger. That completes your review for transformations.